Hello everybody, Samantha White here, and today I've decided to talk to you guys about skincare. About 3 months ago, I decided to start taking an interest in taking care of my skin. I mentioned to a coworker that I was interested in finding a good face wash because the face wash I used to use had microbeads in it and it was in plastic. So 2 years ago I gave that up and just started using a regular bar of soap. And one of my coworkers was like, hey, maybe you should not be using that bar of soap on your face because it might be really drying it out, because my face had started to break out. And I was like, oh, right, never considered that the soap is what was doing that. Okay. So she brings in this book, maybe you've heard of it. It's Rosemary Gladstar's Herbal Recipes for Vibrant Health. And she loaned me this book, which I need to get it back to her because that was like months ago. I decided to make some of the recipes in it, and overall I just decided to start taking care of my skin. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what I do to take care of my skin, because who better to take skincare advice from than someone who didn't even take their makeup off until 3 months ago. So I'm just going to talk you through my day. In the morning, I don't do anything to my face. I don't like to wash my face in the morning. I don't like to do anything in the morning, but I don't like to wash my face or moisturize my face or do any of that in the morning. I brush my teeth, and that is about all I can manage in the morning. Part of the week I work outside, so during the days I work outside, I put on sunscreen. I currently have 3 different sunscreens. Starting with this one, this is a Badger sunscreen. I was given this, not by Badger, just by a friend. So I was given this Badger sunscreen, and I like it. It works fine, but it comes in plastic, so I'm not going to be rebuying it, though you can see it once it's on. Like, you definitely can see that there's a layer of sunscreen, and it does tend to crease, which is also my problem with this, which is homemade sunscreen. So this is it's basically lotion that I make, that I put zinc oxide in and then add cocoa powder to make it not as white. I don't love it. I mean, this homemade stuff seems to work all right. I would say it's about an SPF somewhere between 15 and 30, but it's not my favorite thing in the world. And then I have this. It's an Abyssal Surfer Stick, and I actually really like this sunscreen. I really like it. It, just like the other two, this one uses zinc oxide as the sun protectant. Comes in this little stick that you can like rub on. My one issue with this is that I use it on my face, and I sometimes use it like on my, what are these called? Shoulders. And I use it on my chest, but it's small, as you can see, so I can't really full body it up. What else do I do in the morning? I also wear a sun hat if I'm going to be outside for a long period of time. If I'm not going to go to work in the morning, I'll put makeup on sometimes. And my makeup has an SPF 15. I know they say you're supposed to put on sunscreen underneath. I don't unless I'm going to be outside for a long period of time. But if I'm going to be outside for a long period of time, I generally don't put makeup on. When I get home from work, there are a couple of things that I just use throughout the day. I have this, which is stuck shut. Why? So I have this, which is like a balm that I make. It's made out of olive oil, coconut oil, cocoa butter, beeswax. Is that it? This is like my heavy duty moisturizer. I also have, oh, I shouldn't have put that on my hands. I'm not gonna be able to open anything now for like 5 minutes. I also have this lip balm gloss thing. It's just sunflower oil and beeswax, and I just use this as like a chapstick. Then at the end of the night, if I have been wearing makeup, I take it off using coconut oil. I take this, I take a little bit on my fingers, I put it on my face, and then I use a knitted cotton round to wipe it all away, I guess. Then I take a shower. In general, I take a shower at night. This all sort of varies based on the day, but this is like sort of what I do most days. In the shower, I just use a regular bar of soap to wash the majority of my skin. But for my face, I have started using a recipe from this book. So I use a recipe from this book for cleansing grains. Basically, it is this facial scrub sort of thing that you use instead of face wash. If you just do a simple Google search for cleansing grains, you'll come up with a whole bunch of recipes that people use for cleansing grains for their face. This particular one has Clay, ground oats, almonds, lavender, and roses. That's all that's in here. I got them all in bulk and ground them myself, and it smells pretty nice to use. So I keep it in the sugar shaker because it's really easy to take out and use. I keep this right outside my shower so I can either use it at the end of the night when I'm just gonna wash my face in the sink, but I don't like washing my face in the sink. I find it hard. I don't understand how the people on the commercials just throw water and it like works. That bothers me. I get water everywhere and there's still soap on my face. So I keep in this because generally when I'm taking a shower, I just pour some of this into my hand. I wasn't actually trying to do that. It was an illustration. Then when I get out of the shower, my face is clean, my makeup is off, if I was wearing any to begin with. Then we use toners. I made 2 toner recipes out of this book. The favorite one that we really like using is this bay rum one. It had cloves, allspice, bay leaves, and ginger and rum in it. This one had a whole bunch of herbs in it, and it's fine too, but bay leaves and rum smells so good. Like I could drink this. It smells so good. I keep it in these little pill bottles that we have lying around casually. Here's another one of these knitted little cotton rounds. I take the lid off, obviously. Just put a little bit on the cotton round, wipe it all over my face, my chest, wherever I washed with this stuff. And then I wash this off with really hot water and soap and I hang it up to dry. And then the very last thing I do is I use a lotion that I also got from this book. Everything's from the book. So this lotion is called the Perfect Cream, I believe in here. And it is perfect. It is a mixture of distilled water, aloe vera gel, essential oils, and then I used almond oil, coconut oil, lanolin, and beeswax. The lanolin I did have to buy in plastic, but you need only like a 1/4 teaspoon or something of it, so it's gonna last me forever. And everything else I was able to find either in glass, in bulk, or the aloe vera gel I actually made. So this is the lotion. You can see it. It's not like the balm. This is a very light, like more like what you would see in a store sort of lotion. And it just, my hands are gonna be so hydrated. It just sinks right in to your skin. It's so fantastic. Blah, 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 blah. So that is everything that I use on my skin in a day. I have really started paying attention to what I put on my skin. I do try to keep it moisturized. I do try to keep it clean now, but I like to keep my routine simple. So that is why all of this stuff is pretty easy to make. I mean, I make it so it's not as simple as going out and buying it, which I get, but I really like making it actually. It's so cool to know what's in all my products. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did like the video, click the like button and subscribe to my channel. And as always, I hope you guys all have a great day. Bye. There's gonna be a lot of hand movements in this video.